Tonight on SJ Today, an exclusive interview with Miss Loso and Mr. Mayo. My name is Mike Lodato, and you're watching SJ Today. Tuesday is Veterans Day, and we have the day off. Now that may be all you're thinking about, but Miss Loso has an interesting perspective on Veterans Day. She has a flag that was actually flown in an Iraq battalion. We have Eli Madeira and Matthew Pavio with the exclusive interview.
We're here with Mr. Mayo, and Mr. Mayo, do you care to explain a little bit about the flag?
I think it's quite an honor that we have this special flag at our school. Not that long ago, it was flying over the air base in Balad, Iraq, where brave men and women are protecting our way of life, you know, ensuring that, well, presumably that the Iraqi people will be able to enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy here in America.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, Mr. Mayo. It's a pleasure having this interview with you. Hey, I'm Eli Madeira, and I'm
I'm Matt Pavia, and we're here with Miss Loso.
Yeah, we're here with the flag that was sent for her from Iraq. And Miss Loso, can you start us off with reading what the main point of the flag is?
Sure. This flag came with a certificate from a regiment in Iraq, and the certificate reads, "The flag of the United States of America. This is to certify that the accompanying American flag was flown in the face of the terrorist enemy by the officers, NCOs, and soldiers of the Theater Aviation Maintenance Program, Iraq, over LSA Anaconda, Balad Air Base, Iraq, while serving in Operation Iraqi Freedom, in honor of St. Joseph High School."
Thank you. Could you care to explain maybe somewhat what that exactly means?
Well, what's very important to a lot of the soldiers that are in Iraq right now is the fact that they feel that they are standing up against terrorism. And the flag for them and for a lot of us in America is a larger symbolism of what we stand for as a country. And so the fact that they're saying we flew this in the face of the terrorist enemy is something very important and symbolic to them. And it's showing the strength of America and the soldiers.
Sounds powerful. Could you care to explain maybe somewhat the history of this flag?
Well, the flag came from, it flew right over their base, which is Balad Air Base in Iraq. The regiment that flew it, I don't know if you guys can get a picture of it, but they sent us a picture of all of them. And what their regiment does is they're in charge of maintenance of helicopters and other aviation in Iraq. And so when something goes wrong with those helicopters or regular daily maintenance, that's their responsibility. So they have kind of a lot on their hands, actually.
Sounds good.
What relationship do you have with the person that gave us this flag?
Right, the person who sent me the flag is my uncle. His name is Alan Wilcoxon. Some of my students actually had an opportunity to meet him last year. He came and spoke just before he left for Iraq in June. And he's serving right now as a colonel in charge of this whole operation for this particular group of people in Iraq. And because he had that relationship with some of our students last year, and because of course his relationship with me and my younger sister Sarah, who's a junior here, he thought it was important for us to have this flag in honor of Veterans Day.
Do you know anything that this particular regiment did in Iraq?
Well, like I said before, sorry, but they were in charge of they're in charge of helicopter maintenance, and so they have a lot to do with when you hear about helicopters going down and stuff. That's their responsibility to prevent that from happening. And actually, the one that went down most recently, that actually wasn't them, but it affects all of them there. And it's actually really powerful that they're all part of the same thing, even though they're part of different regiments. When I talked to him about that, my uncle. He mentioned the responsibility that they all felt, even though only certain groups of people work on certain things. So it's like a big community feel, maybe much like, you know, on a smaller scale that we have at St. Joe's.
Great. Well, thank you, Ms. Loso, for this interview. This is a great presentation to the St. Joseph's community.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks. Back to you, Mike.
We here at SJ Today find it extremely interesting that during this pivotal moment in history, our school has a connection to the Iraq War and everyone fighting for our country. So thank you everyone who reported on that issue. Now I'm going to go to the issue of Halloween. What actually happened on Halloween was as you all know, very interesting. There's a lot of students who say the faculty was coerced into creating the assembly based solely on the grassroots rebellion that was actually formed by student organizations. Of course, this is all third-party organizations, no actual professionality here. But what we have as knowledge is really limited as to the actual reasoning for that. But what did happen was there was a successful parade, and the winners were announced. So what I would like to say is that we do have some footage of the winners, which I'd like to go to now. Okay, I'm here with the senior winners of the Halloween contest. We got Sarah Palin and John McCain here. These guys even have the accent down. It's just great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
It's wonderful to be here.
Excellent. What made you guys choose Sarah Palin and John McCain? Are you into politics or did you just want to be funny?
I can't really say. I just like politics and I like the people of America, and I figured I'd come out here today and just say hello to all the Joe the Plumbers out there watching me.
Great. Yeah, someone should have bet Joe Plumber. I'm really surprised no one was Barack Obama. I'm sure there would have been a huge showdown or something like
Well,
that.
my opponent doesn't like to be challenged. I, however, like to take the challenge into my own hands.
I see.
Therefore, I felt the need to just be John McCain for Halloween. John McCain needed to be John McCain for Halloween.
Sean McCain, very, very good. Congrats, guys.
Thank you very much.
Excellent costume. Congratulations. Did you guys win anything?
Yeah, we did. We won a single $25 gift card to Rita's. Zoom in.
Excellent. That's awesome.
Okay.
That's awesome. Well, we'll see you guys around, but excellent job. I'm Michael Dada for SJ Today, and in a miraculous turn of events, we actually had the Halloween parade. Go figure.